Hey y'all, this is Keisha from Lorraine's Treats and Things. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So today I'm making some cornbread dressing. This is my recipe, kind of the way I was taught, but I just twisted it up a little bit. But anyways, you just use any cornbread recipe. I use the one on the back of the cornmeal box. And instead of adding like milk, I add buttermilk. I do add some, like a half a stick of butter. And I also add the oil, like half of the oil. And yeah. So, and I also use, you're going to use green bell pepper, celery, and green onion only. Those are the only vegetables I use in my dressing. I put that in a pot. I add some sage, poultry seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder. What else I put in there? And this time I did use like a chicken cube pack or whatever. What is that? Goya or something like that. But yeah, I'm talking before that part even comes up on there. But anyways, basically you're making like a stock. You're making this is your liquid for your dressing. Basically that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to put that on. That's garlic powder right there. I'm going to put that on the stove and bring it to a boil, then cut it off and just let it sit until I'm ready to make my dressing. And as you can see, I'm putting my water in here, and here's the packet. It's like a chicken flavored whatever. So I'm going to put one of those in there. I almost put two, but then I wanted to control the salt on it. Like if you're vegetarian, I guess, then you shouldn't use that packet. And you really don't need it. It just added a little more flavor to it because you really don't need it, because you want that stock to be just all natural. So when you're actually making the dressing, it won't have a lot of salt in it. So then you can control, the flavor or whatever. But if you put a whole bunch of salt and stuff in there beforehand, then it might be overly seasoned, So anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to bring this to a boil and stir this around so all my ingredients can mix up together or whatever. And yeah, so basically this is not stuffing. There's a difference between stuffing and dressing. Stuffing actually goes in the bird itself, whether it's chicken or I don't know, whatever type of protein you're using. I've never made stuffing before. I'm trying to think, have I ever made one of those box of stuffings? I don't even remember. I don't know. I don't think so though. I have tasted it before though. And it had like a sweetness to it, which I don't like. I don't like sweet dressing. I've tasted it, but I'm not a fan of it. When I think of dressing, I think of something savory and, it's not sweet at all. But there's my beautiful cornbread. And basically you're going to break this up. And, yeah, see, I'm trying to be cool and, use the spoon, whatever. But no, use your hands. It's easier or whatever. And I really do feel like a good dressing starts with a good batch of cornbread. And this cornbread was really good and moist, because it had the butter, the buttermilk, and all that stuff in there. And it really, came out really, really good. And I'm just going to crumble this up to, crumbs or whatever. To me, you don't have to get all of, even pieces. You should crumble it up as much as possible. But, if you have some little pieces bigger than the other ones or whatever, it's okay. It's okay. So then I'm going to add my butter, just one stick of butter. And then this pan is way too big. I don't know why I thought that this pan would be really full, but it wasn't. But it still was enough though to go around. And this dressing was amazing. Yes, it's so good. And I don't know why I'm just doing it like that, but anyway, just put the butter in there. And the cornbread is still warm, so it's going to melt. And then the stock is already hot too. It's still hot, so the butter is going to melt, which is exactly what you want it to do. And then I'm still trying to spoon it out when I know doggone well I need to just pour that pot up in that dressing, but for the camera. Here I go. Now I got some sense. Yeah, pour it in there, girl. So, yeah, you want to just stir this all around. If you're not a person that's eaten dressing before, um, I don't know how to tell you what to taste for. You definitely should taste that sage and poultry season in there. You should taste the sage a little bit more because it's dressing, and I think the essence of dressing really is that sage taste, but it shouldn't be overpowered where your dressing is like uh gray. Then I think like it's real dark. I think you might have put too much sage in it, but you got to taste your food, and it should be to your taste or whatever. And this is a poultry seasoning. This is different from the other one I used. This one has a little salt content in it, and it's very, very good too. Um, so yeah, I put the rest of that in there. So I am going to need some more liquid. So the only thing you do if you run out of liquid, you put some hot water in that pot, the pot that you have, and scrape all them seasonings and stuff out that's on in that pot already, and just put it on up in there. You don't have to get no special store bought stocks, and you gotta have chicken and stuff. Now I know a lot of people do make meat dressing. I don't make it. I have never made a meat dressing. I know how to make it, but my mom would make two kinds of dressing, the meat and the regular one. But yeah, I don't like the meat dressing because I'm already having meat on my plate and everything, and I just feel like I don't need meat in my dressing. Like, I just want the dressing with some cranberry sauce, it's a side dish. So yeah, I prefer it without the meat, but it is good with meat. So, like chicken or turkey or whatever, it is good like that. And they have a seafood dressing too. I heard that one was really good. I've never had it before, but I heard that was really good too. But yeah, this is just like a basic traditional old school dressing. And I am going to add more sage because to me the color is too light skinned for me. So I've been doing this for a long time, y'all, making dressing, and you really do have to have like a knack for it, but you still need to try, because if you continue to try, you're going to get it down pat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it wasn't none of this left. Oof. And then I made like this gravy from this herb chicken that I made, and I made a little gravy to go on it, and then put it over that dressing with the with the cranberry sauce. It was so good. It was so good. But anyways, yeah. So this is it for me. I think this is where I'm like, okay, because I already had tasted it and had everybody else taste it, and everybody liked it. So yeah, I had that taste down packed, baby. But yeah, the buttermilk in the cornbread, y'all have to try with the buttermilk because it's so freaking good. It just takes the dressing to a whole nother level. That it's so good and rich. And usually I make so much food and use so much butter and stuff, but this time, I kept it real simple. I only use one stick of butter, and the butter is unsalted because, again, you want to control the seasoning in your dressing. But yeah, this is a really good recipe, y'all. If y'all follow along, y'all will be able to make this same dressing. You start off light with your seasonings, and then you add it as you go. So, yeah. I'm trying to get the sides off of there, scrape it, so it all will be balanced in the pan or whatever. I'm just like taking so long to do this. Like, girl, hurry up. But anyways, yeah. And I'm having a conversation with my sister because it's like early in the morning. I don't never like cook like the day before. The only thing I might cook the day before, or really the night before, is like desserts. Other than that, I really don't cook anything the day before the holiday. Thanksgiving, really, because lately, probably in the last, I'm going to say like the last 6-7 years on and off, we like go out for Christmas. So unless like, I remember maybe a few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, for Christmas, I fixed, I had like I made like a charcuterie, and that's the way it should look. You see how moist that is, but it's not overly moist? That's the way your dressing should look. Okay. And this is the aftermath. Beautiful. And those chunks you see are just cornbread. Don't freak out. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. This is Keisha from Lorraine's Treats and Things. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.